Massive Barcelona update. The Joan Gamper Trophy match against Como is just around the corner, but Barça faces a huge blow with Robert Lewandowski sidelined due to muscle issues. Plus, Ferran Torres is also doubtful, meaning Marcus Rashford could get the nod up front. Financial troubles continue as Inigo Martinez's departure helps, but Barcelona still struggles to register key players like Joan Garcia and Rashford due to La Liga's strict salary rules. On the transfer front, Barça is closing in on Atletico's promising young defender Geronimo Spina, while the goalkeeping crisis could see 19-year-old Diego Kochen make a surprise senior debut. And finally, Chelsea's interest in Ronald Araujo heats up after a serious injury to Levi Colwill, but don't expect Barça to lose another key defender this summer. Stay tuned for all the latest. As FC Barcelona gets set to take on Como in the Joan Gamper Trophy match this weekend, they have been dealt a significant injury blow. Star striker Robert Lewandowski has been ruled out of Sunday's match due to muscle problems, the Catalans have confirmed. Robert Lewandowski has muscle discomfort in the biceps femoris of the left thigh. He is ruled out for Sunday, and his recovery will determine his availability, the club statement read. Comunicado Medico ! Robert Lewandowski is currently sidelined with muscle discomfort in the left thigh and will miss Sunday's Joan Gamper Trophy match against Como. Barcelona hasn't given a timeline for his recovery, so it's uncertain if he'll be ready for next week's La Liga opener against Mallorca. Adding to the dilemma, Ferran Torres has also been out of training recently due to discomfort and missed the last preseason friendly in South Korea. His availability for Sunday's game is still doubtful. If Torres isn't fit, coach Hansi Flick will likely rely on new signing Marcus Rashford to lead the attack as the center forward. Meanwhile, Barcelona's recent sale of Iñigo Martínez to Al Nassr has freed up some salary space, but it's not enough to immediately register new players like Joan Garcia. According to Marca, the club's financial fair play restrictions still limit their ability to act quickly. Martinez, who earned about €14 million per season, is set to officially join the Saudi club soon. His move was made possible through a clause in his contract, which allowed him to leave if a club from the Arab League came in with a substantial offer. Barcelona respected this clause and did not stand in his way, understanding the personal and financial benefits the deal represented for the player. The defender has maintained a professional attitude throughout his time at the club, and his departure has been amicable. While the departure of Martinez saves a sizable chunk of wages, it doesn't directly translate into immediate player registrations. Barcelona are still not operating under the 1:1 La Liga rule, meaning they can't reinvest the full amount saved. Instead, they can only use 50% of the release salary for new signings. That presents a serious problem. Even with the freed-up funds, it is not enough to register key players like Joan Garcia or others, including Marcus Rashford and the remaining 6 awaiting registration. In Garcia's case, the issue is not just his wages but also the amortization of the €25 million fee paid to Espanyol, which complicates matters further. Barcelona's financial constraints continue to affect their ability to build the squad effectively. While departures like Inigo's help in the long run, short-term solutions remain out of reach until more exits or salary reductions are achieved. Barcelona are on the verge of completing a deal for Atletico Madrid youth defender Geronimo Spina, according to the latest update from journalist Angel Garcia. The 20-year-old Argentine center-back is a left-footed talent who plays primarily on the left side of central defense, and has quietly developed into one of the most promising prospects in Atletico Madrid's academy. During the 2024-25 season, Spina featured in 20 matches in the Primera Federación E Group 2, playing for Atletico Madrid B, and is currently under contract with the Rojiblancos until 2027. Despite not having made his official debut with the first team, Spina was called up by Diego Simeone last October for a Champions League clash against Benfica, stepping in as emergency cover following an injury to Robin Lenormand. Until then, he had been training under Fernando Torres at the B team. Transfer talks underway. Barcelona's approach reportedly came out of the blue. Sources close to the player were taken by surprise, especially given that this was Spina's debut season at the senior level after joining Atletico in 2023 from Estudiantes de La Plata. The move clearly wasn't something planned well in advance and only materialized recently when Barcelona reached out to the Madrid club a few days ago. Atletico Madrid have made their stance clear that they are only willing to enter discussions if it involves a permanent transfer. As of now, there is no full agreement between the two clubs, but talks are progressing. It is expected that Atletico may demand to retain a percentage of any future sale and could even push for a buyback clause to retain control over Spina's future. If finalized, Spina would add depth to Barcelona's defensive options, particularly on the left side, where the club are looking to build long-term strength. Barcelona are facing a serious dilemma in their goalkeeping department as the start of the 2025-26 La Liga season approaches. In turn, according to a fresh report from Sport, 19-year-old Diego Kochen could be in line for a shock senior debut against Mallorca, with the club running out of options between the sticks. At present, Hansi Flick has made it clear that Joan Garcia is his first-choice goalkeeper, with Wojciech Szczesny expected to serve as the backup after renewing his contract. However, neither player has been registered with La Liga yet due to the club's ongoing financial struggles. As the clock ticks down, the situation is becoming increasingly tense. Situation in favor of Kachen. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, once the undisputed starter, is currently in conflict with the club and is not expected to feature anytime soon. Meanwhile, Iñaki Peña is likely to leave before the new season begins, further complicating matters. In this context, Kachen has emerged as the only available goalkeeper. The young American was preferred over Peña in Barcelona's final match of their preseason tour in Asia, where he got minutes ahead of the more experienced shot-stopper. That decision by Flick might have been more than just a tactical choice, as it could be a clear indication of what's to come. Has trained with the first team. Kachen, who has been involved in 29 first-team call-ups and numerous training sessions, is no stranger to the senior environment. He has even received 4 call-ups to the USMNT under Mauricio Pochettino and is seen as a serious candidate for the 2026 World Cup. Despite his youth, Kachen might be the only realistic option if registrations are not sorted in time. Flick is aiming to begin the season strong and will want to avoid unnecessary risks, but with limited options he may have no choice but to trust the teenager in goal. The imminent departure of Inigo Martinez will undoubtedly leave Barcelona in a difficult position. The veteran centre-back was one of their most reliable defensive pillars last season, and losing him is already a significant blow. Yet, he may not be the only Barca defender attracting interest from clubs with deep pockets. Chelsea eyeing Barcelona defender after Colwill injury. According to Fishages, Premier League side Chelsea has now set their sights on Ronald Araujo. The €35 million rated Uruguayan centre-back is among the main options as the Blues seek to reinforce their defense following confirmation of Levi Colwill's serious ACL injury. The setback will sideline the young Englishman for the majority of the upcoming season, pushing Chelsea into the market for a top-tier replacement. Moreover, Araujo's inconsistency at Barca has led the London-based club to believe that the Catalans might be willing to let him go. The report also claims that Barcelona would be willing to negotiate or consider offers in the range of around €50 million for him. Realistically, we shouldn't expect any surprises here. Since Inigo Martinez is leaving for Al Nassr on a free transfer, Barcelona is unlikely to let go of another central defender this summer. In fact, Deco has already confirmed that Ronald Araujo won't be leaving the club anytime soon. Taking all factors into consideration, it's clear that Barcelona doesn't plan to lose more defenders right now. On top of that, Araujo recently spoke about his future and made it very clear that he's fully committed to staying. Of course, I'm very happy in Barcelona. They haven't seen the best Ronald yet, and that's what's coming in the years ahead. I'm ready for that. Mentally, I feel very confident again. Last year I lost a bit of that due to injury, but this year I'm highly motivated. In short, despite Chelsea's reported interest and financial muscle, a transfer is highly improbable. Unless there is an extraordinary turn of events, the Uruguayan defender will remain a key figure in Hansi Flick's plans for the upcoming season. Barcelona's summer is full of challenges, from injury worries to financial hurdles and transfer battles. Will Marcus Rashford lead the attack in Sunday's Gamper Trophy? Can Diego Kochen step up between the sticks? And how will Barca strengthen their defense with the Araujo-Chelsea saga unfolding? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Barca updates.